horrible thing. Why didn't it attack us?
I couldn't have seen us, Joe. It must be hunting by scent.
Hunting what?
Us, I'm afraid. It's following our outward trail.
It'll be at the cave when we get back there. What's that?
There's more than one of those things about, Joe. Let's go.
They are escaping.
Nothing escapes the Drashigs. Even that size, they terrify me.
How many are there?
In the scope? Oh, just one colony, 20 or so.
Where do they come from?
One of Grundle's satellites. It's said that many years ago, a battle thruster landed there for emergency repairs. It had a crew of 50 and all the latest armaments. They thought they could hold the Drashigs off.
What happened?
Nothing more was heard from them, so a scout orbiter was sent out. The pictures showed nothing left of the thruster. It had been eaten.
Eaten? They ate a spaceship?
Apart from just a few scraps of the reactor ventricle, they're omnivorous.
Of course, they prefer flesh when they can get it.
I can't!
You must, we're nearly there.
Doctor!
Run for it, Joe!
Doctor, I'm stuck!
Can't you help them?
Me?
You're in charge of the machine. Can't you get the Tellurians out of there?
But I should have to put my hand inside.
Oh, go on, Bob. We can't stand here and let them be torn to pieces.
It's no good, not enough gas.
No time to talk about that now, Joe. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Doctor, I've got to rest.
Yes. I'm beginning to feel the centuries myself.
That swamp place, it wasn't the real outside, was it?
No. I thought it was at first, though.
But that hand, that came from the real outside, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Giants were trying to help us.
Yes. By Jingo, I've got it. I know what this is.
What?
We're in a miniscope.
A miniscope?
Yes, you know, Joe, it's like one of those things, those glass cases that people keep colonies of ants in.
Oh, yes, but I don't see... Oh, wait a minute. Do you mean that Major Daly and all those people on the ship are in a sort of a peep show?
That's right, Joe. And you and I are inside its works.
And outside there are people and creatures just looking at us for kicks.
Very probably.
They must be evil and horrible.
Oh, not necessarily, Joe. Thoughtless, maybe.
Thoughtless?
Well, haven't you ever been to the zoo? You never kept goldfish in a bowl?
Well, yes, but that's slightly different. We're not animals.
We are to those creatures up there, Joe. Roll up, roll up, roll up. And see these funny little creatures in the native habitat. Watch them go through their funny little tricks. Poke them with a stick and make them jump.
Oh, stop it, Doctor. It's not funny.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I'm just as angry as you are. As a matter of fact, I had a great deal to do with the banning of these miniscopes.
You did?
Yes, I did. I managed to persuade the High Council of the Time Lords they were an offense against the dignity of sentient life forms.
But I thought the Time Lords never interfered.
Yes, well, they don't as a rule. But frankly, I made such a nuisance of myself that... well, they banned the things.
But, well, if these scope things were banned, how come we're inside one?
I don't know. Well, officially, they were all called in and destroyed.
Somehow, this one was missed.
It looks like it. TARDIS must have materialized. It must have materialized in its compression field.
So, here we are, all cozily wrapped up with the other specimens.
Yeah, but not for long, Joe. We'll soon get out of here.
Will we? Seems to me we have a choice of being shot by those idiots on the ship or eaten by those horrors out there.
Oh, look at this. They're following the Tellurians.
I should have thought of that. The Drashigs never leave a scent, not with a meal at the end of it.
But if they can get out of their circuit vault, anything can happen. They might even escape from the scope.
Keep your voice down, girl. We're in trouble enough as it is.
Doctor!
Come on, Joe. It's time we got out of here.
What is the legal position, Calic?
According to law, the Lermans should be deported and the zoological specimens impounded and destroyed.
How? Yeah, how indeed? The Eradicator is powerless against their scope. That is why one suggests, in order to save face, that the Lermans be deported together with their machine.
Agreed. This tribunal is not empowered to bend regulations, Petrak. Not even to save face.
We must be flexible. If we can't destroy the thing, what else can we do?
One suggests that you, Chairman Petrak, seek special authority from Zab.
That may take time.
It is the correct procedure.
Orem.
Calic is right. The tribunal should observe the correct forms of procedure.
Oh, very well. Make sure the functionaries with the Eradicator remain alert.
One advantage over them, Joe. We're smaller than they
That's
are.
an advantage.
Yes, if we keep in the narrow sections, we can move faster.
You never give in, do you, Doctor?
Come on, quick, down this way. Come on. Come on, give me a hand. Come on. That's it. Yes, yeah. Quick as you can.
Doctor, those things will follow us till the end of time. They'll never give up either.
Hey, Vol!
Oh, it's just a minor block in one of the feed lines, that's all.
That minor block is probably a Drashig. Look. It's not a Drashig to be seen.
Well, that's not unusual.
After all that excitement, you know what they're like. Normally they mill around for hours.
Well,
They're loose inside the scope vault. They must be roaming round out of their circuit.
what?
The machine has become dangerous?
Oh, no, Your Worship, not at all, no.
Oh, tell him the truth. What does it matter now?
What is the truth?
My assistant is an imaginative...
Quiet.
Whatever you say. You can rely upon my profound silence for as long as you
What
desire.
is the truth?
We think the Drashigs have broken out of their circuit.
You speak for yourself. Personally, I don't...
Silence!
Broken out.
Well, they went into that cave after the Tellurians, and none of them have come out again.
Where does the cave lead?
Down into the supply lines. There's a control valve at the back of the cave.
Look, if the Drashigs have broken out of their circuit, and I don't for one moment believe that they have, whose fault is it, Sir Shona? Whose suggestion was it that I helped the Tellurians escape?
Mine.
And a most merciful and compassionate gesture, Your Worship.
Merciful and compassionate.
One has twinges.
You expected the Drashigs? You expected the Drashigs to follow the Tellurians?
They follow a scent blindly so that primitive doctors...
What's to be gained by that?
Possibly the world.
What?
The Tellurians will try to escape.
And?
The Drashigs will follow them.
What good will that do any of us?
Listen, Orem. For thousands of years, ever since the Great Space Plague, our world has stood alone and been the stronger for it. Now Zab is trying to change our ways.
Because the functionaries are growing restive. They need distractions.
What the functionaries need, or what we all need, is something to unite us. We need a sense of purpose. We need a new leader. We need a war.
How do you propose to achieve all that, Calic?
By leading the rebellion against my dear brother Zab.
Well, logically, there should be an extractor down there. Well, if I designed it, there would be one.
They're still following us, Doctor.
It's persistent little beggars, aren't they?
Well, that's it. We're done for.
I wonder.
Well, we'll break our necks if we try to get down there. Just go on wandering us around inside this ghastly machine forever. Well, sooner or later, we'll crawl round a corner and run slap into one of them.
These do look a little difficult at the moment, I must admit.
Difficult. They're impossible.
Not impossible, Joe. Nothing's impossible. There's always an answer if you can find it.
Yes, such as?
Yeah, well, that's the trouble, finding it. I think this is a time for lateral thinking.
What?
Well, instead of approaching the problem from head on, you approach it sort of sideways.
Sideways?
Yes, take our own particular example for a moment. This is our problem. We can't go forward because this shaft is too steep. We can't go back the way we came because of our hungry little friends here.
Oh, I see. So we've got to go sideways.
Well, I didn't mean it quite so literally, Joe. If we move sideways, we'll find ourselves back on the ship.
Wait a minute, the ship? Well, that's it. There's rope on the ship, miles of it. We can use it to get down the shaft. Oh, Doctor, you're brilliant.
I am?
Yes, of course you are. I see what you mean now about lateral thinking. Come on, let's go.
Right, hang on a minute. Let's take a look at the plan.
Right.
Now, according to this plan, there should be a way back on the ship. Just around the corner.
They must be in that upper section, Borg. Can't you push them back into the circuit?
I'm not putting my hand in there again.
Well, think of something. They'll wreck the machine if you leave them there.
Look, all they're interested in, Shona, is the Tellurians. The minute they're polished off, they'll probably follow their own trail back home.
Why don't you close down the support system?
Because I can't. We'd lose the entire collection.
Right, it's all clear. Come on.
How much do we need?
About a dozen fathoms, I should think.
Fathoms?
Ah, here's some, here.
Can't see anything here, Major.
Well, I heard it quite plainly. Like the hound of the Bally Baskervilles.
You sure it came from here, sir?
Positive, old boy.
Or perhaps some of the cargo shifted.
Oh, sea's a bit calm for that, isn't it?
Well, vibration could have done it, sir. The skipper's got her up to full steam, trying to make up a few hours.
Ah, Bombay tomorrow, eh? By Jove, I could do with a soak in a tub of fresh water, huh?
All right, come on out from there. It's no good lying, doggo. I can see your foot.
By jingo and Mensab!
Where did you stow away?
Here we go again.
What?
Nothing.
Well, you better come with us, miss.
Zarb's position is secure. How can a rebellion succeed? The Drashigs escaped from the machine and then into the city. They would cause havoc before finally being destroyed. The Central Bureau would be forced to admit to serious miscalculation. And on whose part, Autumn? Who would be blamed?
President Zarb.
Exactly. The Drashigs are only here because of Zarb's liberal-minded weakness.
Popular feeling would be aroused against him, certainly.
But you're forgetting one thing. What? The Eradicator. Even if the Drashigs do escape, they'll never get into the city.
Why don't you tell John how you came aboard?
Because he wouldn't believe me.
Well, he'll only keep questioning you until you do tell him the truth. It's his job, you see.
Look, how long do you think you've been on this ship?
What?
Well, you know, how long?
Do you mean since we left England?
Well, yes, if you like.
Nearly 4 weeks. Why?
Well, doesn't it seem like ages? I mean, well, don't you seem like you've been doing the same things for as long as you can remember?
I don't know what you mean.
Captain wants to see you, miss.
Oh, well, anything for a change.
Not a pleasant change, I'm afraid. He's certain to put you under arrest.
Well, last time he was too busy to see me.
Last time?
Well, yes, when I was put in your cabin, Major Daly. No, wait a minute. No, that wasn't last time. That was the time before. Oh, can't any of you remember anything?
again, Andrews.
And it did come from the forward hold.
Regulations state that no eradicator must be left unattended if there's a heat build-up. It could engage accidentally.
But this one won't, Durham. Will it?
Right, get going. It's through into the after hold, sir.
Where on earth did it come from, man? Out of the bilges?
It's as big as an elephant, sir. Bigger.
Bosun! Where's that gun?
I know where there's something even more useful, sir. In the forward hold. Dynamite.
Bosun, cello! Tilda Carol!
President Zarb has granted special powers. The Lermans and their machine are to be deported.
Excellent. And the Tellurian vessel?
No, that too can be loaded and jettisoned in deep space, unless, of course, the Lermans wish to enter a claim of ownership.
Agreed.
Where are the functionaries? Why is the Eradicator unattended?
One ordered them to leave it.
You ordered them? You?
They had been on duty continually for 2 periods.
You have exceeded your authority, Carrick. There will be an inquiry.
Very well.
But where are the functionaries?
In the guard room.
Well, fetch them! Fetch them at once! From the time this tribunal is dissolved, Carlick, you will be suspended pending my official report. Is that clear?
Perfectly, Chairman Fletchak. Perfectly clear.
But the doctor's down
No
there!
place for the Fairtex, my dear.
I must go!
Best place in a lifeboat, the pair of you.
I'm not leaving here!
Ah, the very thing. Give it to me, man. Quiet! I'm sorry, my dear. I'm sure the captain won't be long. By Jove, that beast took a bit of stopping, eh? Well, we could all do with a chota peg, what?
I've never seen anything like it, have you? Well, actually, I have. There's rather a lot of them about.
Yeah, strange waters these, you know.
Oh, look, please, I've got to find the doctor.
Oh, you're feeling a bit umpty? I'm not at all surprised.
No, man, don't! You'll burst all the bits! Don't! Oh, dear. That's done it.
Look at those dials, Vorg.
What about them?
They're suddenly dropping back, all of them. All the circuits.
They can't be.
Well, look for yourself. It's a general power failure.
Don't be ridiculous. The power system's fully protected.
Well,
Well, it can't be a power failure.
the generators?
The generators were built by the old Eternity Perpetual Company. They're designed to last forever. That's why the company went bankrupt.
Well, they're still dropping. They'll be down to critical soon.
I can see that.
Well, that's that then. That's the scope finished.
There should be enough power already in the circuits to keep it functioning for a time.
How long?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened before.
Long enough to repair it?
Maybe. If I still had that handbook.
You've not lost it.
Oh, hello, old chap. Sundowner?
Oh, not for me, sir.
Bella?
No, thank you, Daddy. John and I are just going for a walk.
20 times round the deck.
You've forgotten, haven't you?
You've forgotten everything.
Upon my soul.
Who are you?
Here we go again.
You're not a passenger. Where did you come from?
How do you know I'm not a passenger?
What?
Well, since none of you can remember more than about 10 minutes ago, how do you know? Can't you remember shooting the monster about 20 minutes ago?
What monster?
I was with you when you shut it down, Major.
Oh, poor young girl. Must have a touch of the sun, huh?
Maybe. Still, we can't have stowaways wandering about.
No.
Better get after her.
Yeah. Watch out for the monster.
The power's still dropping, Borg.
What are you doing?
I wish I knew. Routine maintenance, Your Worship.